You are 13 years old when your dad gives you your first bicycle for your birthday. Most kids see a toy. You see a treasure. You wipe it down after every ride, keep it in the garage, and promise yourself you'll take care of it forever. A few days later, your dad surprises you with something else. A small red starter toolbox. "This is so you can learn to fix it yourself," he says. You spend hours taking things apart and putting them back together. You patch tires, adjust brakes, tighten bolts, and oil the chain. What you don't realize is that these habits are setting you up for a future filled with discipline and an unwavering work ethic. You're 16 and a half and you passed your driving test. Your parents are so proud of you. They hand you the keys to an old family pickup that has been in the family for many years. Your dad says, "She's no spring chicken, but it's all mine," you say. Your friends come over to check out your new ride. Tony laughs. "Does this thing even run?" "Run," you say. "She flies." They all laugh. You start learning to fix the brakes, do the oil changes, and become a pretty good mechanic in your own right. Soon, neighbors and relatives start asking for help with their own cars. You happily oblige. You graduate from high school at 18. No college degree, no trust fund, no wealthy relatives. You get a minimum wage job sweeping floors and changing oil at a neighborhood mechanic shop. Every paycheck goes into savings, every single one. On Friday nights, your friends invite you out. "Come on, let's go." You smile and shake your head. "I've got another shift." They tease you about driving the same beat-up Chevy pickup. Your best friend Paul works in IT and makes nearly 3 times your salary. One afternoon, he says, "You okay? If you ever need money, let me know." You know he means well. You simply smile and reply, "Thanks, I will." Then you head back to work. You quietly become the best mechanic in the shop. Customers ask for you by name. The owner, Joe, begins trusting you with scheduling, vendors, and even payroll. One afternoon, he closes the office door. "I'm retiring." You laugh. He doesn't. "I want you to buy the business." You stare at him. "I don't know anything about owning a company." Joe smiles. "You've been helping me run it for the last 2 years." "But all that paperwork," you say. "The paperwork is the easy part." You ask him how much he wants. He pauses. He names a number. Your heart races. "Give me half, and I can finance the rest," he says. Then you realize something. You have enough. 4 years of living at home, working overtime, avoiding debt, and saving nearly every dollar made it possible. You quietly write the check. The next morning, you show up at 7 a.m., grab your tools, and crawl under a customer's truck. It's Thursday, business as usual. Many employees never realize the mechanic beside them is now the owner. A year later, your parents gently encourage you to find your own place. You aren't interested in buying a house. "It's too much space," you say. "I only need 1 room." A family friend who works as a realtor asks what you're looking for. "An apartment?" He laughs. "You can't buy an apartment, but I have something better." He shows you a worn-down triplex that needs serious repairs. You ask, "What's a triplex?" He explains that it's 3 units under 1 roof. You could live in one and rent the other 2. Immediately, it clicks. You buy it. Every weekend, you repair drywall, replace flooring, paint walls, and fix plumbing yourself. Within months, the rental income covers nearly all your housing costs. For the first time, your money starts working while you sleep. As years pass, you start noticing rundown duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes. Most buyers avoid them. You don't. Deferred maintenance means opportunity. You purchase another property below market value, renovate it yourself, and rent it out. Then another, and another. Cash flow grows. Equity grows. Your confidence grows. Back at the shop, you review contracts Joe signed years ago. You discover the local Ford dealership hasn't renegotiated pricing in over 5 years. Labor rates are dramatically below market. So are several fleet contracts. You respectfully renegotiate every agreement. You improve scheduling, reduce waste, invest in training, take care of customers. Without changing the culture, profits explode. For the first time in the company's history, annual income exceeds 7 figures. Then, the economy stumbles. A recession hits. Some tenants move out. Vehicle repairs slow down. Friends panic. Investors sell. Banks tighten lending. You don't panic. You keep cash reserves. You fix vacant units yourself. You continue making payments. You keep buying carefully when everyone else is afraid. Years later, those same properties become some of your best investments. Eventually, you develop a franchise model for your repair business. 10 independently owned locations open across the state. You purchase your first 90-unit apartment building, then another, then another. 35 years pass. You never chase attention. You still wear work clothes. You still drive an older pickup. You still introduce yourself simply as the mechanic. Most people have no idea you own dozens of properties and multiple successful businesses, and you prefer it that way. One Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m., your phone rings. It's your dad. Something sounds wrong. He insists he's okay. Finally, he admits the truth. A roof replacement on the family home cost far more than expected, and he's about $8,000 short. He's embarrassed, and with a quiet voice, he asks you for a loan. Without hesitation, you wire the funds. It's a gift, you tell him, for everything you gave me. He thanks you quietly. You hang up. He has no idea you could have bought his house 10 times over without blinking, and you never tell him. It's a quiet Tuesday at a neighborhood coffee shop. You order the same drink you've ordered for years. Your phone buzzes. Your accountant has sent the updated financial statements. You open the attachment. After decades of patiently building businesses, reinvesting profits, surviving recessions, buying neglected properties, and refusing lifestyle inflation, your net worth has crossed $500 million. You stare for a second, take another sip of coffee, lock your phone, and go back to watching the morning traffic. No applause, no headlines, no entourage, just another Tuesday. The real lesson. The point of this story isn't that you became wealthy. The point is how. You never chased shortcuts. You never gambled on the next hot trend. You mastered one craft. You lived below your means. You invested patiently. You reinvested your profits. You stayed humble. You took care of the people who took care of you. And in the end, the greatest reward wasn't the money. It was freedom. The freedom to help your family. The freedom to work because you want to. The freedom to ignore what everyone else is doing. And the freedom to quietly build an extraordinary life while the rest of the world was looking somewhere else. You take another sip of coffee, look out the window. You feel true freedom. If you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.